Have you wondered if you'll ever reach a level of success where you can actually cherry pick your clients rather than just saying yes to whoever comes along your way? Well, even if it feels far from reality, today I'm going to teach you how to finally get the clients that you want by helping you find the ability to say yes and to show you why you should stop feeling guilty for saying no. Hey everyone, my name's Lisa Ann, and I created this channel to help you develop your online presence so that you can build a brand that you can be proud of. Turning away clients, it's pretty much unheard of to the outsiders, but as business owners, it can be tiring and even discouraging to constantly take jobs where we aren't actually interested in. Getting the clients that you want, though, it will require some kind of shift. And really, it comes down to a shift in your mindset. My goal is to motivate you to be okay with turning clients away if they don't align with your dream client or your marketing persona. Because I believe that you will actually attract more clients when you focus on the work you want to do. And really, that's when you will be in your flow. The first aspect we have to talk about is the motivational part. To be able to say yes to projects requires some confidence, and to be able to say no requires some certainty. So how do you say no with certainty to turning away work? Well, it sure helps to know when you've got more clients coming your way. And that's actually why I always recommend building your marketing pipeline of leads and prospects with a digital marketing strategy. But for now, let's stick to the motivational side of things. When you are overwhelmed with projects, yet you still find yourself unable to say no to new ones, that's a lack of boundaries issues. When you want to say yes to a project but don't think you are the right person for the job, or if it's not a skill set issue, maybe it's a self-esteem issue. If you are someone who finds it difficult to say yes or to say no, then this video is for you. Have you ever been faced with a project and instantly felt overwhelmed that you couldn't do it? That you don't have the required skills or expertise? Or you simply just not good enough? Or even worse, you don't know if you actually have the time to manage this new project. You are so not alone. We usually feel these moments of self-doubt, especially when we're faced with big projects. Most of us are afraid of failure and taking risks, but if you want to succeed, you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. Success, it comes with taking risks, but I like the way that Anthony Robbins puts it. You have to fail your way to success. And frankly, I think it makes a lot of sense. Plus, it's nice to know that you are allowed to fail. I think if we were to look at failing as part of the process, then there wouldn't be so much shame attached to it. In fact, it might just be exactly what you need to actually find that confidence to say yes. So what I want to do is break down the top ways that I personally use to keep myself confident and growing within my business. So first up, it's knowing how far you've actually come. I don't know about you, but my journey as an entrepreneur has gone really quickly. Seriously, one moment I'm in one spot, and then the next I'm in a totally different spot than I ever thought I would be. Think about where you were a year ago from today. How far have you come in developing yourself, in developing your brand? The things you did a year ago were challenges, but now you may do them with a little bit more ease. Now, if you could accomplish so much in just a year, think about where you'll be in one more year from now, or even 5 years from now. We don't usually track your own progress, but sometimes it's good to look back at where you came from. Now, another tip to make sure I'm always on top of my game is continuous education. Seriously, keep working on developing yourself and the necessary skills to correctly carry out your job. Don't remain stagnant. Business tends to change, and by working on yourself, you'll be ready for anything thrown at you. And if you're a designer, be up to date with design applications. If you work with social media like I do, keep up to the latest trends. That way, you are constantly evolving with your industry. Now, I'm not sure if you're building a business with a team or by yourself, but regardless of who you have working beside you, make sure you also have that person who motivates you along your journey. It comes down to finding yourself a cheerleader. You need a friend or a family member to motivate you when you doubt your abilities. And now, unfortunately though, sometimes families can be a little bit more critical than supportive, and if that's the case, you need to seek out a solid support system elsewhere. This is where friends come in, or even other entrepreneurs who understand your mindset. Surround yourself with people who support you, who motivate you, and pick you up when you are down. That alone will keep you motivated more often than not. Now, something else I think is really, really important to finding the motivation to say yes to new things and getting the clients that you want is being open to new things and being willing to learn and adapt. If you don't know how to do something, learn it if that's going to move you forward within your business. Now, instead of giving up completely and moving on, learn how to do that very thing that stopped you from taking the job. If it's a similar job, let's say, that presents itself in the future, you'll be in a better position to say yes and do that job thoroughly. Now, some tasks may be more complicated, but you'll realize that you can do them when you settle down and you actually just learn about them. So let's go back to talking about those cheerleaders you got set for yourself. One cheerleader that I didn't mention before is being your own cheerleader. In all honesty, you need to be your greatest cheerleader. Don't listen to that tiny voice that tells you that you can't do it. Try to have a positive outlook, and if you're faced with hurdles, just keep on pushing. Don't quit, at least not without a fight. Instead of saying, I can't do it, try asking, how can I do it? There's always a solution. Just believe in yourself and you will succeed. Now, before I move on, let me ask you something real quick. When was the last time you actually asked for help? I get it. I'm stubborn and I want to do things myself too. It's either the excuse, it's faster if I just do it, or no one knows how to do it just like I do. When you are building a business, your reputation, it's important, but your sanity is also important. You need to remember, no one knows everything. Don't be too proud to ask for help when it's needed. You have a task that you're unsure of? Ask a colleague or even a competitor. There's a lot that they can do to help you. Use resources like Facebook groups, LinkedIn, to converse with people within your industry. And if you can pay an expert to do a task that's more of a challenge for you, you'll not only simplify your work, but at the end of the day, you'll get better results for your clients. Now, another option, get a mentor, someone who's already living the lifestyle that you dream of, and let them guide you. The next couple of tips I have, they're not really tips about getting more clients or boosting your confidence. It's more comes down to how to keep yourself going. So my advice is to take a step back, take a breather. Honestly, when we can work ourselves nonstop saying yes to all the different projects and clients that come our way, but really at the end of the day, we're well on our way to burning out. Finding confidence, saying yes to the right clients, and even being okay saying no also requires us to be able to perform at our highest level and really think clearly. Occasionally, you need a breather, and to be honest with you, that's okay. You need to take a step away from work and spend some time aligning your goals and just enjoying your day off. Although sometimes we feel invincible, we are not built like robots. We are not built like robots. So taking breaks, getting some physical movement, or even if it's a walk or jog around the block, that helps your concentration and boost your overall mood. And when you're in a better mood and your mindset is clear, you'll be more clear on the right path to move forward with. But when you have so many projects, you won't have time for a break because really every minute counts, right? Don't fall into that trap. Saying yes to every client also tends to cut into your personal time with your friends and your family. You may find yourself working on weekends or at night because you need to finish a project or even get started on a new one. A work-life balance is necessary for the success of both. Now, let's get another Anthony Robbins quote in here. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. So let me ask you this, friend. Are you in the habit of saying yes to every job that comes your way without considering your existing workload, your existing schedule, and also your personal life? You need to learn how to say no. And I know it's easier said than done, and I totally get it. Clients, they're essential to every business. Without them, you have nothing. But there will come a time when you have too much work on your plate. And if you throw more work on top of that, it will swallow your personal life. Think of your business like a restaurant. It's important to know when you've hit capacity. If you let in more people, then there are tables to accommodate them. Everyone will just be standing around looking stupid. Besides, there's still a way to make use of that person's interest, even if you can't serve them at this very instant. So why do you need to learn to say no? Saying yes to every client, it doesn't give you the time to concentrate on your existing clients. Good things take time, and every project requires an amount of devotion for planning and execution. So don't be without the time that you need to get through the existing client and to actually get the job done right. I get it though. That guilt that we have when we say no, it is honestly hard to handle. On one hand, you are saying no to money, and I know revenue is important for your business goals, but on the other hand, you feel like you're just letting someone else down. But please, 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 trust me when I say, you are not letting them down. In fact, the only person you are letting down is yourself. If you say yes when you really know you shouldn't be saying yes. Guilt may arise when you believe that you've hurt someone or that you will hurt someone's feelings. Say no. Say no for your own sanity. Seriously, if it's not something that lights you up, if it isn't your dream project, and you really can't find time right now to do it effectively, remember it's okay to say no. Explain to your clients that you currently have a tight schedule and you just can't fit it in. Remember, you don't owe them an excuse or an apology, but I really love to, but I'm sorry, my plate is full type of moment. That certainly doesn't hurt. If you're concerned about your client's welfare, you can refer them to a colleague or add them to a wait list so that you are less busy. Or when you are less busy, you could work with them. Some clients may try to pressure you to change your mind. Be polite, but don't budge on your decision. Changing your mind creates room for them to pressure you in the future as well. And when you give allowance to one client, you may do the same for others, so be careful trying to do someone a favor. And remember, you need to take care of yourself too, right? We all want to work with our dream clients. Plus, when you start to focus on your dream clients and saying no to those who don't fit that description, you'll start attracting even more of your dream clients. It's actually pretty amazing how it works. I completely understand the need for security though. Why turn down a client when I don't know if I will get a new client tomorrow? This mindset can make you say yes to every job, regardless of whether it would be a constraint mentally and physically. When you have a pipeline of dream clients, you can quickly turn clients down without having to worry so much about the future. Remember, I mentioned certainty. That comes down to having a pipeline of clients. You can build a pipeline of clients by building an email list of your dream clients. And how do you get the emails of these clients? Through a lead magnet. That's how you get their name. That's how you get their email address. Now, want to know more about lead magnets and how to make your own? I've actually made a few videos on this topic, so I'll be sure to link them right below. But secondly, by growing a relationship with those on your email list, regular communication with these clients will make for a healthy pipeline of educated clients or prospects that are fully aware of your offerings. With a booming pipeline of clients, you can say no to clients without feeling guilty. You can also go one step further by creating a waitlist funnel, which we'll be discussing in our next episode. So, saying yes and no, they are essential, not just in business, but in life, and they can make or break your brand. With the right mindset and goals, you can make the right decisions that will grow your brand. Hit the like button if you're ready to say yes to your dream client and no to everyone else, and be sure to subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.